Good afternoon, I'm Belinda De Lasheras with Hunter News. The state opposition has taken the fight against electricity privatisation to the Hunter today. The Baird government wants to raise up to $20 billion from the proposed lease of the state's poles and wires network. Opposition leader John Robertson met with a small group of Thornton pensioners this morning and says the electricity privatisation will hurt Hunter consumers.
These people have been telling me that already they're making decisions not to turn on their air conditioners on those hot days just to make sure they can afford their power bills. If we see the sale proceed, power is going to cost more and it's going to push many people over the edge.
Meanwhile, Maitland MP Robin Parker says the Thornton visit is all part of Labor's scaremongering campaign.
Partial long-term lease of the poles and wires will reinvigorate infrastructure. We'll see a lot of that work in and around regional areas. It's about reinvesting in infrastructure. It's a fantastic plan for the future. I'm very excited by the possibilities.
The Greens are warning the state government's plans to cut Newcastle's heavy rail line could result in traffic gridlock, which undermines effort to revitalise the city, including the proposed Hunter Street cycleway. The party claims there's evidence closing Railway Street will push up traffic volume along Hunter Street and is recommending a number of major changes to movements around the intersection. Greens Transport spokesperson Maureen Faruqi says the government is yet to brief council on the issue.
Neither the community nor, it seems, the council has been briefed on this issue. And it's the secrecy which is really problematic. We live in a democratic society and the community and council shouldn't have to jump hoops to be able to get information that should be freely available to the public.
New Lambton residents and motorists will now be able to enjoy a safer drive following upgrades to Bridges Road. Work was carried out between St James Road and Sketchley Parade to replace stormwater pipes, curb and guttering, as well as rebuilding a number of driveway accesses and footpaths. Humps at Longworth Avenue and William Street were also removed, while Bridges Road was resurfaced. The Hunter is set to join the rest of regional Australia when Limbs for Life's Careers, Children and Youth program is rolled out in May 2015. The NIB-funded program aims to assist children with limb deficiency by providing a range of support services to aid sufferers and their families. Limbs for Life Executive Officer Melissa Noonan says the child-oriented program will be highly beneficial.
Children who are born with limb deficiencies are obviously very different to adults. And I say that because they have key milestones, whether that be going into kindergarten, sometimes there's, issues of body image. So this program will work to support both their parents and themselves for better long-term outcomes.
A trial developed by the Hunter Medical Research Institute looks to enhance the physical and social well-being of young girls across the region. The Daddy program will target the unique relationship between fathers and daughters in a bid to improve fundamental movement skills such as kicking and throwing. The Daddy trial will recruit 50 families for 8 weeks, commencing in the first school term of 2015. Updating sport, the Newcastle Jets will be hoping to unload their frustrations on Wellington this Saturday as the side continues to fight for its first win of the A-League season. The Jets' record currently sits at 4 draws and 4 losses after 8 rounds, joining the Wanderers as the only 2 teams yet to register a victory. Midfielder Andrew Hull is expected to be the only change to Newcastle's lineup following his standout display off the bench against the Mariners. Harness racing owner Zach Cornell is backing Hunter Reinswoman Lauren Pinella to drive his star pacer Suave Stewie Lombo in the wake of her Miracle Mile suspension. It comes after the 21-year-old's 5-week ban for contact with the gig of Avonova at the final turn of the race. Pinella returned to Newcastle Pasting yesterday, scoring a winning double with Shane Tritton's Real Star and Going Halves. And the state's junior cricketers have paid tribute to fallen Test batsman Philip Hughes in Maitland, sporting black armbands and pausing for a minute's silence to commemorate the 25-year-old at yesterday's PWSA finals. To NURFM News Time is 10 past 12.